Welcome, Capricorn. This is your weekly focus for September the 24th through to the 30th, 2018. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I didn't know if I was going to make it or not. And I thought, oh, I can't miss 2 weeks in a row. But I got violently ill, and I started to feel a little better, and I thought, well, I'm going to at least make an attempt. And I wasn't sure how far I would make it through, so, because it was, I mean, during a full moon, you expect some kind of cleansing or purging, but that was ridiculous. You know, I do hear my pillow starting to call to me, so I have shortened the readings to a point, but, you know, if I need to turn to the astrology, I really haven't had to yet, but in order to get a little bit of clarification. So thank you. The Tower card. Some signs have been getting some very, very strong cards this week. But nobody has started out with the Tower card. Now, when the Tower card shows up, it talks about the removal or the closure or the completion to something in your life that no longer serves you. But it's probably something that you have not released on your own. And so when we don't face it, when we don't face our truth, and the universe, God, our angels, our spirit guides have to come in and put us on the right path, it's not as pleasant as if we would have handled it. So we need to be truthful to ourselves. We need to honor our values, our time, our energy, our resources, our relationships. And the Tower card is about tearing down the walls, tearing away the illusion of maybe security, or it could be any kind of illusion. Sometimes we see in people what we want to see in people rather than who they really are. Sometimes it's environments, situations. We tell ourselves a story and we buy it. We look the other way when things, hoping that it was a one-off, and it turns out to be a common practice that we let slide where it needs to be addressed now. It could be working in an unfulfilling career or a job and saying, no, I'm going to do something that makes me happy, that appreciates me, that makes me feel like I'm really contributing in some way. Ace of Pentacles. So whatever that Tower brings in, go with the flow. It may be disruptive. It may look like chaos. It may be just a change of perception in your life. But it opens up if you embrace that thought or you embrace that situation, that event perhaps in your life. It does move you into this great path of abundance. Now, when aces show up in a reading, it means that this path is awaiting your presence. But it can only be obtained by going through the Tower's energy. So, know that everything is happening for a reason. The good, the bad, the ugly. And maybe you'll understand it one day, maybe you won't. But it'll put you where you need to be in order to go forward in your passions and your dreams and your desires. Remain, this is about being truthful to yourself. This is about making some strong commitments to yourself, about changing some things in your life in order to go forward. And that can happen within relationships, making them stronger or walking away from the relationship. putting some closure on it. Maybe it's your own inner healing that needs to happen. Maybe it's always believing one thing because somebody said something once upon a time, and so you've always felt like that's the way you need to act. You need to present yourself. You've conformed against your own desires, your own personality, in order to please somebody else or a group of people, or to keep the harmony in a certain environment. Well, the Tower card is going to show that to you. And the Tower card usually means that it's going to make sure that you end up going towards this path. But we do have free will, so we can fight it or we can embrace it. I say embrace because it's going to be beautiful going forward. That's what the Ace of Pentacles is telling you. And believe, have a faith, have a trust. The Justice card is in detriment. So it may not be so easy to figure out where the balance can be in your life. It may not be the easiest week to make decisions, to bring in the balance, to know our strength, to tap into our strength, to keep those commitments to ourselves. So please don't beat yourself up if you get off schedule and you've been doing so good at showing up for yoga and now you've missed 3 weeks in a row. It's okay. You can get back up on that horse again. Nothing's stopping you. Don't belittle yourself. Don't lose a faith in yourself, a belief in yourself, whatever the situation is. Know that you are in control. There's something about that sword. You know, you've got the sword, but you're not holding it up high. You're not cutting things away. You're just standing your ground. You're saying this is the way it needs to be in order for this to happen or present itself in my life. And you're strong and with conviction. So I would have to say throughout this experience, and it might not seem like anything to you this week, but you will look back on this week and say, if that didn't happen, I'd never be here. But it's like this inner belief, like you don't really need the weapon. You're just standing strong. You're saying, I've got it. If I need to use it, I'll use it. But in some way, you heal to find your voice in some part of your life where you really didn't feel like you could connect or share or communicate those feelings or those thoughts or that idea. The High Priestess. There is a lot of 2 energy around the full moon. So here we have the High Priestess telling you to, sit in quiet contemplation and unveil to yourself the magic that you hold within. Your talents, your abilities, your personalities, just who you are and what you can do and what you bring to the table. And to love yourself and to allow that light to shine out of you. I was doing a meditation a couple of days ago and I was imagining the light around me, as I always do, because we should always protect ourselves each and every day and at least do that much of a meditation of putting a beautiful, divine, white light, translucent light around ourselves to keep ourselves protected. And I heard the words, it's more important right now to allow your light to shine, to let it out. That people need to let their light shine, to not hide it underneath a bucket where nobody can see it. To realize the beauty and the talent and the potential that they have within. And to not be fearful of letting it out and being true to themselves. Page of Pentacles. Oh, we look upon that pentacle and we are imagining new beginnings, new starts. what we truly want to step into. Maybe, abundance, that's money, it's finances, it could be your career, taking a new step, a new direction, a new job. But it also could be your service to society, to your community, to the collective. It could be in love and relationships, family, your tribe, your clan. Stepping into some new beginnings, growing the abundance in a way you never have before. So take some time to really think about where you are and where you want to go and what you want to create and who you want to become. And believe in yourself that you have the magic within you to do exactly that. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.